Amid an increase in financial crimes, the government has looped in new agencies to bolster the fight against anti-money laundering and terrorist financing.
A cabinet paper forwarded by Minister of Finance and Mass Media Mangala Samaravira has received approval to include the Director General of the Bribery Commission, Commissioner General of the Department of Inland Revenue, the Commissioner General of the Department of Excise and representatives of the Ministry of Defence and the Ministry of National Policies and Economic Affairs in the National Coordination Committee for Preventing Money Laundering and Terrorism Funding. Joint Cabinet spokesperson Minister Gayantha Karunatilaka said an expansion in the use of technology has led to an increase in financial crimes and better coordination among government institutions are essential to face the situation successfully. Sri Lanka comes under the purview of the Asia-Pacific Group of the Financial Action Task Force's Anti-Money Laundering and Countering Terrorist Finance Framework. The global anti-money laundering body placed Sri Lanka under monitoring status or a grey list last year, saying there were strategic deficiencies in combating money laundering and terrorist financing. Following the FATF action, the European Union also added Sri Lanka to its list of countries at risk for money laundering. Central Bank Governor Dr. Indrajit Kumaraswamy said earlier this year that an action plan is underway to get Sri Lanka out of the Financial Action Task Force grey list. Analysts say that there has not been any direct impact because of listing, but a further deterioration or lack of progress in sound anti-money laundering and terrorist financing regulations could negatively impact the country's sovereign rating, the banking system and international trade. Do you remember the Meetotamulla tragedy which claimed the lives of 32 people? What is the progress on the promises made to manage the waste in Colombo? What happened to the $115 million loan facility which was to be obtained from the World Bank for the Greater Colombo Waste Management Project?